In 1996, my mom and dad started raising the cow-calf herd, and my dad innately preferred the method of raising those animals on pasture rather than in a dry lot scenario. But he never had a desire to do anything directly with the end consumer, and that's kind of where we came in. My wife, Amanda, came back to Iowa for a job, and before we were even married, we were starting this company in a small way, just going to one farmer's market, had one animal, and we saw there was a desire for people to know their producers.
My dream was really, I'm going to work for the Seattle Seahawks. Like from the beginning of time, that's what I wanted. And I went to Washington State University. I got my degree in communication, and I did all the internships that I could to be involved in sports. And then when I graduated from college, I got an internship with the Seahawks. So I thought, I made it. I did exactly what I wanted to do. And then I met Knute. So Knute was also interning for the Seahawks at the same time, and he worked on the outdoor field. I worked inside, but we met. We became close friends, and that moved into a relationship, but ultimately he said, I'm going back to Iowa.
I told her that's what I was going to do, and she had zero interest. She's like, I don't know where that's at on a map. I think she thought it was Ohio.
I stayed in Washington. He went to Iowa. But my internship at the Seahawks ended. The position that they had available was not something I wanted to do, and I needed a new job. And applied to jobs all over the country and got a job with the LPGA, which is Ladies Professional Golf. They're located in Florida, so I thought that's where I'll go. But then they called on one of the interviews and said, we just want to make sure you know this job's actually located in Iowa. Okay, well, that's God slapping me across the face, and I need to go to Iowa.
So she came for that job, but also kind of for me.
Pretty quickly after I got here, obviously, Knute and I picked up where we left off, and he was starting to work on this beef business. It became clear he was really good at the beef side, not so great at the marketing side, and that's where I really came in. I couldn't help myself. I love entrepreneurship, love starting businesses, and so I just started to do the marketing and the sales side of it. That's how we initially started.
You know, we did corn-fed and grass-fed that first year, and we found in a real hurry that we preferred the grass-fed method. What we really like about grass-fed is right now they're all on pasture.
We really feel like the grass-fed just aligned with who we are as people and what we like to see happening on our ground. So that was the big selling point for us. When we did the comparison, grass-finished, grain-finished, the grain-fed kind of laid around and we're lazy, and the grass-finished were moving. We saw the grass-finished improving the soils. We liked growing grass more than we liked growing corn. And so it was just a natural fit for us. We love the taste, we love the quality, the tenderness of it. So it comes down to personal preference for people.
It's also seeing how an animal is stewarded, and that's something that we've been really, really passionate about since the beginning of Grandview Beef, and what I credit to how we've got to where we're at today.
I think doing business as a family is everything. It is amazing and special and wonderful, and it is like incredibly frustrating and difficult all at the same time. And you just have to embrace it, and you have to learn from it.
I love doing this with my family. If my family wasn't here, I wouldn't love doing it. It's the act of being able to bring my son along and look at the cattle. It's the act of being able to go harvest a crop with my dad, or ride a horse and bring up a set of cattle.
I'm jealous of my kids. I tell people that all the time. I mean, to watch my kids experience this every day, and they just go outside and this is what their life is. They don't know any different. I'm so jealous of that. And they're becoming so much more capable than I ever was as a child. They're doing so much more problem solving. And so for me to look back and see that my kids get this experience of being raised in this is something truly special.
There's nothing better than being a steward of God's creation, God's animal, in a family that feels that same way. It's something we all drastically enjoy.
I think we have to leave this place better than what we found it in. And we're doing that. We really are. But I mean, that's a decision we have to make every day. And every practice that we choose, are we going to leave this place better than what we found it?